Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It is Tuesday, March the 30th. Tuesday, March the 30th today. So that means it is Technique Tuesday. So I hope you are ready to learn some techniques. My name is Karen. I'm here with Get Moving. And as you know, Get Moving is here to help people with mobility issues and mobility problems to get some exercise. So whether you are seated, whether you are standing, whether you have a medical condition, whether you have a disability of some kind, for whatever reason, if you have limited mobility, if you can't move as well as you hope, then Get Moving can help you get some exercise, get fitter, get stronger, maximize your mobility, and maximize the amount of stuff that we can all do in our lives and be happy and be good to each other. That's what we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning at 11 o'clock. You will find me here. And then you'll also find me via my website. The web address is in the link somewhere up there. It is reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. Go there and you can find out all about Get Moving, find out who we are, what we do, why we do it, and where we do it, all that kind of random stuff. All the info's at the website there, so go and have a look. And also, of course, down the bottom somewhere, there is a share button. I'm sure somewhere around the screen there's a share button. As always, please share this video around so other people can benefit. And, of course, I can become world famous. You know, it's not a big ask. There we go. So, enough of wishing from me. We will be needing, everyone will be needing a resistance band and your ball today. So make sure you have them both handy. You've got 30 seconds now to go dash, get your resistance band and ball ready for the exercise while I witter away and let everyone join in. Excuse me. What have I got to tell you then? So yes, Technique Tuesday. So the idea of this is going to be, we're going to go through the workouts to start off with. And then at the end, the final 5 minutes or so, I'm going to go in depth into an exercise, a specific exercise to help you and explain how to do it, how to make it easy, how to make it harder, progress, regress, stuff like that. And just give you something to work on, give you something to practice, give you some homework, I guess, and improve a specific technique. So you understand it a bit better, you know it a bit better, and you can make it work for you. That's what I'm going to do afterwards at the end of the session, okay? But of course, we're going to do the training session first. So the exercises that we're going to do, they are, whoops, I'm dropping my ball all over the place. They are the exercises that we do for the warm-up for our normal classes, which we used to do face-to-face, and fingers crossed, we will be starting again in the next few months. Lockdown's starting to ease, going to make sure everything's okay, make sure no third wave comes or anything, but if all goes according to plan, we'll be starting again our face-to-face classes in the next few months, and as soon as I know any confirmed details, I will let you know via here or via the website that I've mentioned before, reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. Obviously, you know that off like the top of your head. So the exercises we're going to do today, they are suitable for pretty much everybody. Whether you're seated or standing, they are suitable. Some slight modifications needed for some of them, but we can still do them all. A common misconception is that if we have a disability or if an injury or something, then we can't or we shouldn't do exercise. Completely wrong. Totally arse backwards, that is. We all should do physical activity, exercise, and get as strong and as fit as possible because it makes life easier. Of course, yes, we might have to adapt some things. That's a given, no worries about that. But we just adapt them. And then away we go. We still do it. And we're going to be learning some stuff today. So what do we got? Enough witching from me. Yes, not just yet, but in the next few minutes, we are going to need your resistance band and you're going to need your ball. So make sure you have them handy, okay? I'm going to pop them to one side for now, but we will be using them very shortly. Okay, what have I got? My timer. My timer is set for 25 seconds. That's what we're going to do all the exercises for today. So I hope you're all okay. I hope you're ready. Hope you got your balls and bands ready because we're going to make a start. So, first one's if you are seated, first exercise, marching on the spot. Dead simple. Sitting nice and tall. I'll keep on saying that until we all go blue in the face. No slouching. Sitting tall. And we're going to march our legs up and down like so. Dead simple. Not necessarily easy, but we're going to get things moving, all right? If we're standing, it's the same idea, but we'll do it standing, obviously. We're going to stand there and march on the spot, getting our legs and knees up like so. We're going to do whatever we can for 25 seconds. Now, I know for a fact that some of you will be better and some of you will be worse than me at doing these exercises. That's okay. I still want you to do them, okay? Do the best version that you personally can do, okay? So marching on the spot, everybody, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, and away we go, marching away. So easier versions tend to be smaller moves. Harder versions tend to be bigger moves. Now you do whichever version you need to do, but we are all, every single one of us, without exception, we are all going to work towards making it a bigger move as and when we can. Now, of course, we're all at different levels. We'll get there at different times, but we're still aiming for that same direction. And that's our time. Well done. So that's our first exercise. Like I said, dead simple. That got our lower half moving. So now, the upper half. So again, whether you're seated or whether you're standing, it's the same thing. We're going to roll our shoulders back. Nice big upper body moves. Of course, if we can, we'll make it a bigger move and we'll get our arms to roll back if we can. Whichever version you can do the best version of it, okay? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Shoulder rolls, or if we can, arm rolls. But of course, big moves wherever we can. The bigger the move, generally speaking, the better. 9 times out of 10, that's the case. The bigger, the better. Feeling our shoulder blades, our upper back, pinching together, back here, and then relaxing. And that is our 25 seconds. Job done. Simple as. Moving quickly on to our next one. So we've got 2 versions now. What have we got written down here? Okay then. If you are seated, it's going to be knee bends, okay? So if you're seated, you're going to kick one foot out and back like so. Bending and straightening that knee joint, okay? Kicking out, good strong legs, recover. Kicking out, good strong legs, recover. That's if you're seated, we're doing a knee bend. If you are standing, a different one, okay? If you're standing, we're going to do a hip bend. I want you facing a wall. The further away from the wall, the harder. The closer to a wall, the easier. But we're going to do a hip bend. So, this far away from the wall, we're going to bend at the hips and reach and touch the wall and recover. My knees are not doing much at all. It's my hips that are moving. I'm reaching and bending at the hips, reaching my arms and recovering. So if you're seated, it's a knee bend. If we're standing, it's a hip bend. Okay? 25 seconds worth. I hope you're all ready. In 3, in 2, in 1. Off we go. Hip bend, touch the wall, recover. So we're working on balance with this, but also we're working on moving this hip joint. That hip joint is a really important one. The more we can move it, the better. This is a good way of practicing waking up, warming up those hips. And that's our time. So if we're seated, we're moving our knees. If we're standing, we're moving our hips. Spot on. Moving on to moving now the spine, the back. So it's exactly the same thing whether you're seated or standing now. Same thing, everybody. Sitting nice and tall, folding your arms, twist your body one way and twist your body the other way. Twisty Sarahs. Big moves again. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Twist away. Get the chest around. Think about your shoulder coming forwards and the other shoulder coming forwards. We're moving the body around, flexing, not flexing, twisting, rotating the spine. We're moving the spine, making sure that back doesn't get seized up and stiff. We want to keep nice and mobile and not get seized up and stiff. That's not good for anybody. So we're going to stop that from happening. Time. Job done. So next one. Okay then, next one. We're going to need our band. Okay then. So again, we've got 2 versions. One version, if we're seated and we can lock and we can still use our legs a bit, what we're going to do is loop the band underneath the soles of the feet. So I don't know if you can see, but I've got it looped underneath the soles of my feet there. And this is if you've still got good working legs that you can anchor down, okay? Because you're going to have the band looped around your feet and you're going to row the band back and recover. Now, health and safety. You've got to make sure you've got good control over your feet, because if the band slips off from your toes When it's stretched right back, it's going to come and twang you right in the face. We don't want that. So only do this version if you can have good control over your feet, and you can anchor the band there as you row and recover, row and recover. If you don't have good control of your feet, if you can't anchor it there, what we'll do instead is anchor the band to something solid. Now I'm using my rack off screen here, but a classic example would be something like a banister or another person. Essentially the same thing, as I always say, but some solid object over there. And again, we will hold on to the band and we'll row and recover. So it's up to you which version you do, looped underneath your feet or anchored onto something over there. But get yourself ready, because we're going to do it now. Sitting or standing tall, rowing with your arms in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. We row and recover. We're thinking shoulder blades, pinching back and relaxing, not slouching and bending like that. Chest out, shoulders back, thinking Superman or something, some superhero there, posing, chest out, a proper superhero pose. Rowing and recovering. And one more for fun, stretching the band and recovering. And that's it. Relax off. Okay, pop that band to one side. We don't need that anymore. Next exercise, bendianas, side bends. Okay, sitting or standing tall. One arm definitely reaches down the side and we bend side to side like so. If we can, of course, we're going to get the other arm up over the top, stretching up over the top like so, if we can. 25 seconds worth in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Definitely one arm down. If we can, the other arm up over the top, stretching along the side there. Again, we're moving the spine. We're making sure it doesn't seize up. It doesn't get stiff. We're making sure we can still move it how and when and where we want. We are in control of our body. So it's not controlling us. We are controlling it. Okay? We're in charge. And that is our time. Well done. So, next one. Everybody sat down. Grab your ball. We're going to be using our legs again. Everybody, pop the ball in between the knees like so. All we're going to do is squeeze, try and crush the ball, try and pop the ball, hold it for a sec, and then relax. And then squeeze, hold, relax. Squeeze, hold, relax. That kind of thing. It's moving on, okay? 25 seconds, so everybody sat down for this one. Are you all ready? Ball in between your knees. In 3, in 2, in 1. Away we go. Squeeze, hold, relax. So we're using the muscles on the insides of our thighs there. It's not a particularly big move, but we can really crush hard. The job now is for you to personally crush as hard as you can. It's not going to be a big move for nobody, but you can really squeeze, and it's down to you to do it. No one else can do this for you. You have to really just switch your legs on and squeeze, 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 and then we're done. Fantastic. Pop the ball to one side. We don't need that no more. Okay, what we got next? Tightrope walking, balancing. So, well, if you are seated, we're going to get your ankles moving. So if you're seated, I want you to bend and straighten your ankles like so, okay? Basically, get the heels to touch the floor, and then point your foot to get a foot, or the toes rather, to touch the floor. Heel, toes, heel, toes. A big movement out of that ankle joint. Make as much movement as you possibly can, okay? If we're standing, tightrope walking, balance time. So this is best done either along a wall, along the back of a sofa, along the side of a table, something like that. But balancing. Feet wide is easier. Feet narrow is harder. I want you to imagine a tightrope painted on the floor, and where every single one of us are going to walk along that tightrope. Off we go with me. So we're going to walk along that tightrope, heel, toe, heel, toe. And I say this every time, and I mean it every time. We are deliberately making balance difficult for ourselves. You should feel a bit wobbly. You should feel as if you're having to really work hard to regain your balance. The key thing is to work hard, to really try and regain it. Don't give up at the first thing and, give up. Try everything you can to recover that balance. Same thing, going backwards, toes, heels. Because the key thing is practicing that recovery. Anyone can lose balance. It takes someone special to regain it again. So that's what we're going to practice, okay? Okay, you're going to wobble. Wobbling is good, fantastic. But you're going to practice regaining your balance, okay? One more time going forwards. Off you go. Heel, toe, heel, toe. And again, we get good at what we do. So if we never try and regain our balance, we never get good at it. But if we deliberately try again to regain our balance, last time going backwards, if we keep on practicing to regain our balance, then we get good at it. And that is the whole point. Because out in the real world, we are going to lose our balance at some point. But if we practice to regain it, we can recover instead of just falling. There we go. Job done. Fantastic. Penultimate exercise. Let me change my timer. We're going to do 10 seconds, 2 rounds of 10 seconds of this fast feet exercise. So let me set him up nicely. 10 seconds there. So if you're seated, getting your legs moving, running on the spot. This is a small movement now, but a fast one. Small, running on the spot, taps of the feet. It is about speed, okay? That's the priority. Forget everything else. Just go for speed. And if we're standing, the same idea. Running on the spot, small, fast movements. Speed, okay? Yeah, can't think of a better word. Go for speed. 2 rounds of 10 seconds each. In 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Small, fast movements. Now again, some of you will be slower than me, some of you will be faster than me, and that is good. Whew. Time. As long as you are doing the best version that you can do, that's all that matters. So we're going to do that one more time, okay? Nice, fast feet. Go as fast as you can do, whatever pace that is. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Quick feet. The fastest version that you can do. And there we go. I was disappearing backwards then. I often do that. So final exercise. Getting out of breath time. Let me change my timer back up to 25 seconds. Bear with me. Shadow boxing now. The whole point is to get out of breath. So, seated or standing, fists up, shadow boxing, punching away, punch, moving fast and hard, and getting out of breath. We're going to do 3 rounds, okay? Whether you're seated or whether you're standing. Are you ready for round 1? In 3, 2, 1, away we go. Shadow boxing. Punching high, punching head height, or punching body height, punching around, uppercuts, or any mixture of those. But keep yourself moving, keep yourself out of breath, and keep your blood pumping. And time. That is round 1. So of course, this can be done whether you're seated or whether you're standing. I'm going to do it seated just to show off that you can do it seated. Are you ready for round 2? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So shadow boxing again, punching away, punching high, punching low, hooking around, uppercuts. Nice combinations. You can do single punches, doubles, triples, any mixture you like the look of. And time. And we've got 1 round left. Okay, are you ready? Whether you're seated, whether you're standing, I don't mind. It's the final one. In 3, 2, 1, away you go. Shadow boxing again. Last one. Get out of breath. Get your arms moving. Get your body moving, twisting. And get your blood boiling quite nicely. If you can move your feet, and that's even better. And that is our time. Well done. Have a quick breather. Make sure you are feeling okay. Make sure every bit of you, your joints and everything, they are feeling okay. And then what we're going to do now, you have a breathe for a sec. I'm going to quickly go over, spend 5 minutes, whatever, going over a bit more in depth over a particular exercise. This one is a leg exercise, okay? You can do this, you can practice this now, you can practice it through the rest of the day, practice it the rest of the week, doesn't matter. This is going to be your homework, okay? Your homework. Practice this exercise and make it work for you. Now, this is a standing one. This is one for people who are standing, want to strengthen the legs. Balance does become an issue here. So if you want to improve your balance, this can help as well. But as always, safety first, don't fall over. So this one, we will, to start off initially, be holding on to something for balance. It could be holding on to the wall, holding on to a table, holding on to another person. Me, I am going to be holding on to my bench here. This is going to give me stability by holding on to that. It is a reverse lunge, or you can think of it as a curtsy, okay? It's basically the same idea. Strengthening the legs, and as I say, we'll work balance. We start off standing nice and tall, holding on to things for support to start off with. If you've got good balance, by all means, do it hands-free. That's good. But this one is a bit more balancey, so if you need and if you want, hold on initially. One foot is going to stay put. The other foot, I'll show you first of all, is just going to step back, long and low, lunge down, curtsy low, and then stand back up again. And the same thing other side. Stride back, go into a long lunge or a low curtsy, same thing, and then stand back up again. Now, as always, that's the move. There are easier and there are harder versions. I'm going to show you the easier version first of all. So easier versions, shorter and higher is easier. So a small step back and a high curtsy is easier. So this is the easier version. Step back, a short way, and a small curtsy. We'll alternate legs. Now, of course, you will almost certainly have one leg which is better than the other. That's okay. Still work both sides. That's really important. But accept and be happy and comfortable with the one side will probably be better than the other. So that's the easier version. Now, as it gets longer and as it gets lower, it gets harder. So, easy version, short and high. As it goes longer, as it goes lower, it gets harder. And as it gets really long, and as it gets really low, it gets much harder again. You decide how easy or how hard you're going to make it. Okay? It's up to you. Start off easy. Okay? Now, top tips. As I say, longer and lower is harder, but what we want is to put the work through the front leg. We want a heavy front leg. Very light back foot. Okay, so this back foot almost floating. It's not really doing much at all. Mostly the front leg, whichever leg's in front, that's the one that's doing most of the work. Even when we go long and low. Heavy front leg and really quite light back leg. The front leg does the work. Whether we do a long and low, hard version, or whether we do a short and high, easy version, the front leg does the work. And that is your technique to practice. It is called the reverse lunge, or you could call it a curtsy. To be honest, as always, I don't really mind what you call it. The name is indifferent to me. The move is the key thing. Give it your best shot. Balance if you have to. Work your legs hard. And let us know in the comments below how you found that exercise. Did you find it easy? Did you find it hard? Was it simple? Was it complicated? How did the joints feel? Because sometimes some people feel it in the knees. If that's the case, let us know, because there's almost certainly a way we can adjust it slightly so it doesn't hurt your knees. I've got like a 95% success rate of getting people's knees to not hurt with this move. So I can't promise, but very likely we can do it. So if it feels weird in your knees, let us know in the comments below. Anyway, that is your exercise. That is your technique for Technique Tuesday. Give it a practice. That's your homework. Try it out. We will no doubt be using this a little bit more through the week, through the month, and going ahead. So start practicing it, get a head start on everybody else. Anyway, that is all you've got to. That's all I've got for today. Hope everything went okay. As always, please share this video out far and wide. If you've got any questions in the comments below, let us know there. Go visit the website if you've got for any information there. The web address is up in the description somewhere. What's less? Oh, there's a donate button kicking around somewhere if you want to chuck me a buck. I'm not going to say no. Thank you very much. It's really, I mean it. It's really, really sweet. Thank you. But we'll be back again tomorrow, 11 o'clock. It is Wobble Wednesday tomorrow, so that is balance. We're working on balancing. Like I said before, when it comes to balance, it is about recovery of balance. That's the key thing. So we practice that a lot. Come find us again tomorrow. And it's a nice day out there, so enjoy it. Have a lovely time. And we'll see you soon. Thank you very much, boys and girls. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.